Hey, you guys. So, I'm smiling, but I am really aggravated right now. A lot of you remember when I used to be a part of a particular group, um, a Hindu organization. Well, I won't say Hindu organization because we all know that this group is not a representation of authentic Hinduism, but I'm using these terms just so you can understand the guru that I used to follow. Now, you know, I first just want to say that despite my level of festivity um, about this situation, I still have a smidget of compassion for these devotees that are mass reporting Facebook profiles because, basically, this is what they do to people who decide to reclaim their spiritual sovereignty and move on with their life. Okay, so let's start there. I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired of my profile being reported. I'm tired. It's like they will harass you. They're sitting here taking names down like a motherfucking professor. Like this is preschool. Like, what is this? We're grown. We're taking attendance. We're making lists. This is what we do. This is our spiritual journey. This is what highly spiritually evolved people do who live in an ashram, right? This is what leaders of temples do instead of, focusing on their own life. They decide to harass people who decided to simply change their belief system. Oh my God, that's so abusive. It's so abusive, right? And it's like my aggravation specifically is coming from the fact that I have moved on with my life. Okay, like I've moved on. It's literally almost about to be 2 years now. And there's a reason why I haven't made a video. My leaving Nithyananda cult video, or my why I left Sangha video, or why all of this. I've yet to make this video, y'all. There is a reason for that. It's not my business, okay, to wake anybody up, because even just the little bit right before I left, I would bring up some things and try to discuss certain things with Sangha members, and they would just get angry. I mean, like literally, like raging pissed off. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna take myself. This ain't my job to wake nobody up. It ain't my business what people want to believe or do with their time as grown people. I'm glad that somebody cares, right? I'm glad Sarah cares. I'm glad, she brought a lot of people there, but like I'm glad somebody cares because I didn't care that much, y'all. Like I don't know what this make me look like, but it is not my job to wake nobody up. Okay, it's just not. And at this point, I feel like I've been off social media already about to be a year. I came back about 3 weeks ago. I've been on Facebook for over 15 years. And when I tell you I've never, ever had an issue with my Facebook account being reported, but all of a sudden, the past, month, ever since Sarah comes out with this video, my name's on some lists and my profile is being mass reported. You must feel so good. This is your spiritual work. This is your work living in an ashram. The top percent. Let's go bully people. Let's go harass individuals. Let's go send death threats. Let's go do all this, right? To people who leave. No death threats to me. I'm just saying I've seen the harassment of individuals who decide to leave this cult. It's an abuse of our freedom of speech and rights as a human being. So I can't share my personal keyword. I don't know if this is making sense. Personal story. I can't share that on my social media. as a human being, as a sovereign. So like, I can't. That's abusing your abusive leader. That's abuse. This video is abuse, right? It is, right? According to, I actually have not even shared anything about this man on my Facebook since all of this broke. Literally haven't. Still my profile's being reported. Like, this is a mental illness. Seriously at this point. And I just feel like y'all are alienating the people who will have a little bit of compassion for you when you do snap, when this all crumbles and falls. Because it will. My mom, before she passed away, was crying to me. I've never seen my mom cry, and she was very clairvoyant her whole life. And so it was passed down to me, and this is where, before I digress, this is where the false attribution of powers come from. A lot of you have spiritual gifts already, and you're attributing it to him. He knows this. He knows that there are people that have real abilities. I've done some wild shit in my life, okay? This ain't the video for me to go into that, but this is what made me believe him. These was abilities my own mother and father gave to me. So anyway, this will crumble. My mother was crying to me one day not to go to this ashram because I won't be able to, like, she said something to the effect of, you're going to be tied up somewhere or being abused somewhere and you won't be able to leave. She was crying. My mother has never begged me ever like that to not do something. And of course it pissed me off highly, and I was really insulted and offended, and I felt so angry. Like, how can she say this? And she never even watched Swamiji. She has never seen the ashram. Like, she never looked at his website. She never engaged him. And yet she knew this was what it's now coming out to be. How did she know this? How did she know that? It's called intuition. It's called discernment. It's called all-knowing. Psychic ability, spiritual powers. Maybe my mom was enlightened. I don't know. But how was she able to do this? And she predicted the future. Did she have a crystal ball? My whole point is that we can know things, okay, without some person coming and doing this to us. My mother didn't need it. I didn't need it. And so I'm just like, this is going to crumble. I foresaw a lot of shit happening, okay, with this organization, and it's unfolding now. It's just a matter of time. And I still don't even know if I want to make this why I left video. I don't care. It's not my job. Whoever is going to, like, whatever's going to happen with this organization is going to happen. Okay, whether I make my video or not. Yes, it might add some, but I really don't care enough. I am going through so much in my personal life presently. I work full time. I have 2 channels. Like, I have hobbies that I'm doing. I'm trying to start a business, and this is what I use my social media for. Thank you very much. But it seems like these people don't want you to move on with your life and use your social media productively. The point of this video is I want y'all to see how diabolical these fucking people are. At the very least, just understand and know that, okay, if you do want to start going to these programs, or even if you just want to engage a little bit, just know the minute you change your mind about him, or the minute you decide to leave, your ass is going to be harassed. And if you got a large enough platform, they will mass report your profile. They literally, hundreds of them sit around reporting profiles. And then now your business and shit is fucked up just because you as a human being changed your mind about somebody. Who wants to be a part of something like that? I feel like I'm that this is turning into a rant, and I'm just like, I didn't make the video 2 years ago because, like I said, my mom had passed away. And I knew that I didn't want to deal with any, having to come online and having to deal with harassment on top of dealing with my mom passing away and dealing with all the other shit that was going on in my life. Like I said, presently, it's even a lot's going on right now. And I don't have the energy for this shit. I really don't. I was really on the fence. Like, do I really want to even involve? Do I even, like, I'm already being reported and being fucking harassed. It's corny as fuck. It's corny. Find something else better to do with y'all time. Please. Please. If someone is saying or doing something that you don't like, unfollow, unsubscribe, block, whatever. But let them move on with their life. Let them live, please. Stop reporting me. Stop reporting all these people, because it's not going to do nothing when this finally does crumble. And the only place you may have to go is the Nithyananda recovery group, because Nirvana's not going to give it. I'm not going to care anymore. Like, listen, I might have a piece of compassion left. Because, like I said, I was there. I know you're not thinking for yourself. Like I said, I was blindly defending him too. Falsely attributing powers that I already had. But I'm too busy for this. I'm tired. I got shit going on, real things going on in my life that need my attention. And here I am on my break having to film this really quick. Like, what? Like, just leave people alone. I don't even know if I'm gonna do another. I don't know. I really don't. Because it's like these fucking people don't want you to move on, and I'm not in the mood presently to open up this portal or gate. I done moved on. I'm not checking, all of these people's Instagrams. When I left, and I'm mind my business. There was no looking back. There was no checking and seeing what Nithi is doing, or what these people at the ashram is doing, or trying to, break people's delusion or get people to leave or get people to see what I see. Is not my job. Is not for me. I'm not getting paid to do this. Leave people alone. Let people move on with their life. Damn. Y'all, like, this